What is up, everybody? Welcome to Perspective Gaming. I'm your host, Flame078, logging in from the real world to give you perspective, or more specifically, getting perspective. This video series tackles something that's been on my mind, then I spell out my takes, then afterwards we have a discussion to help to better understand ourselves. Today's topic, the Nazi PUG and why it will affect gaming. Let's get to it. Well, with a title like that, one might be wondering, what the hell? What are you talking about, Flame0? Well, what if I told you that a YouTuber, as a joke, made a video turning their cute little dog into a Nazi to piss off his girlfriend? What if I told you that that man was arrested? What if I told you that after 2 years, that man was convicted for a hate crime? You, as a rational human being, might be thinking, stop playing with me. There's no way. Seriously? And I go, yeah, it's true. This happened. His name is Count Dankula, and he was charged with a hate crime.
Girlfriend is always ranting and raving about how cute and adorable her wee dog is. And so I thought I would turn him into the least cute thing that I could think of, which is a Nazi.
He then has the dog watch a video of Hitler. He then jokingly shows and acts like he trained the dog to do a Nazi-esque salute to Sieg Heil. He then shows the dog getting excited when he says things like gas the Jews. He ends the video by saying, I'm not racist, by the way, I just really wanted to piss her off.
These snippets are from the Defranco show, which I previously mentioned in my videos that I trust as unbiased news coverage, so I'll leave a link down below for his coverage on this specific case. But once again, please let this sink in for a moment. A man made a joke about Nazis, and then he got charged with a hate crime, and then now is facing jail time. What in the actual
bitch ass niggas?
This is crazy to me, because I think this is really, really bad. This can have lasting effects and trickle down to all types of different directions. And personally, it can definitely come down to us in our gaming community. Think about it. This was just a simple, really dark comedy video, which, by the way, I will leave a link down below so you can watch for yourself. He was sentenced on the pure fact that it was offensive. Are you kidding me? This is exactly the kind of stuff I was talking about in my politically correct video and my video about Dr. Disrespect. Things are getting out of hand. When you subject art to these things, freedom of expression is destroyed. This essentially moves towards the direction of, though this was a joke, I didn't like the joke, so therefore it's a crime, so therefore you need to get punished. Like, how crazy is that? Now, for us gamers, what does that mean? It means, well, they can stop games whenever they feel like it. This is just a first step. I mean, it's not gonna happen overnight. What is gonna stop them from going to games and being like, I don't like this is risky, or this is suggestive, or this is offensive, I don't like the material covering in this game, I don't like the topic you're exploring in this game. These are the same types of people that have been gunning at games for years. You know, the ones that talk nonsense all the time? The ones that say, violence in video games make our children violent. They cause mass shootings. They cover mature topics that our kids can't handle. This is now giving them ammo to be able to actually move forward and try and succeed in censoring these games. And that's my biggest fear. What's to stop them from shutting anything down that they don't like? Nothing at all if the argument is, oh, I'm offended, or it's offensive. I think we as creators, especially we as consumers, should be outraged. We should get this story out there. We need to get this in discussions and realize that this is not right. We need to discuss how things like this should not become the norm, because if not, we're going to get into a very slippery slope. And I don't see any winners from here. And I get it. I know. I'm not going to sit here and try to diminish one's real feelings about the subject matter, because I did see the video, and that it might sound messed up, but I did laugh when the dog reacted when he said gas the Jews. But it wasn't because of what he said. I was laughing at the fact that that dog moved. The comedy is the dog. not the words. But I understand why that phrase, why saying that is gonna trigger people. Like, I can't diminish that. It is a messed up thing to say. It's a messed up part of our history. There's no denying it. But the thing is, it was in a comedy context. He wasn't trying to hurt anyone. He wasn't trying to be anti-Semitic. He led the whole thing by saying, this is my dog that my girlfriend's very annoying about. Let's make it to the most disgusting, not cute thing ever, which is a Nazi. And that statement right there, you know 3 things. 1, he's not a Nazi. 2, he obviously knows the Holocaust was real and there are actual horrors that are associated with Nazis. And 3, he associates Nazis as being the worst kinds of thing ever. At no point is he inciting violence with this video. I stated this before in my other videos. There are fine lines for these things. Jokes are jokes, comedy is comedy, art is art. It is meant to make a statement, it is meant to be thought-provoking, it is meant to piss people off in some regards. What we need to remember is that everyone's allowed a voice and everyone should be allowed to express themselves. And no one should be afraid to be offensive. If something is offensive, if something is out of line, then you talk and debate about it. You don't shut them up. You don't crucify them. You educate. You don't make them thrown out to be a criminal. And I do get that this happened in a foreign country. It's not that close to home. And it's definitely not in the gaming realm at all. But this decision is one step closer to things getting out of hand. It only takes one step for things to trickle down, and that is what I'm terrified of. This is the first step in the dismantling of our ability to freely express ourselves without worry. And I am not naive to think that it can't happen here in the States, especially with our political climate. So let us be vigilant and make sure we fight for the people and their ability to create, express, and show their art to the world, however it may come up across. Because at the end of the day, if someone is truly wrong, then we need to educate them, but they also have the right to express themselves. Because if we can't stop a simple dark comedy video to get flagged as criminal, how long before they start coming for our games? How long before our games get regulated in the way that our game developers can't develop how they want to? It's only a matter of time, right? Woohoo! Look at that, you reached the end of this video. I'm glad you tuned in for this installment of Getting Perspective. What do you think about these turn events? Do you care? Does it affect you at all? Do you think that it's something that can happen here in the States? Let me know in the comment section down below and let's start a conversation. And let's give ourselves perspective. If you liked this video, please hit that like button. I release new videos every Tuesday and Thursday at 5 p.m. Eastern, so make sure to hit that subscribe button to get the latest videos. To stay in contact and up to date with everything that goes on the channel, please follow me on Twitter, that's where I give most of my updates about anything going on. This is Perspective Gaming. I'm your host Flame078, logging out for now. Until next time. Adios!